is to be a lighthouse to the lost. That is, to go out into the community for our immediate families and our friends and our co-workers and tell them about Jesus. Concerned about the lost. Knowing that God is still in the saving business. Jesus in Luke 19:10 says, I came to seek and save that which is lost. That's my mission. That's my mission. If you're with me in my mission. You're there to help me in my mission. I like what those 4 men in Mark 2 do. This man needs to get to Jesus, and so they get a stretcher, and one gets on one corner, one gets on the other, and the same way at the other end, man's on the stretcher, and they get up to where Jesus was in the house, and they couldn't get into the house because it was packed with people. And they said, well, let's do this. Let's take this stairwell and go up on top. And they went up on the roof, and they pulled back the roof, and they let the man down before Jesus. They knew they had to get him to Jesus. That's us. That's what we need to do. 4 reasons for soul winning. The first is the call from within. We've experienced that. We've tested that. We know Jesus Christ. Call from without. Paul experienced that when he heard the Macedonian call. And then the call from above. Over in Hebrews 12 verse 1 says we're encompassed about such a great cloud of witnesses that are watching us up there in heaven. They're seeing everything we're doing right here, right now, and saying, go on, don't quit, stay with it. And the call from below, just those around us that have needs like this woman did. And it says one of the great needs of the church is a sympathetic heart. You know, that's what we have. She says, Jesus, our Son of David. She had a sympathetic heart toward Jesus, and Jesus heard her cry, and Jesus will hear her cry. And one of the great needs of the church is a selfless heart. They said, send her away. But she cried after us. That's not a selfless heart is I can put down whatever I'm doing to help you with your problem. And that's what we need to do. I know there were many times that people knocked on my door as a preacher in the church and having special needs. And I thought, wow, I've got so much to do yet to do. How am I going to? And I said, no, put it down. Let the one person come in, whatever it is. Maybe it's a marriage problem or something. And deal with it. I need to deal with it. That's important to her. God's brought her to. One time a woman called me up and says, Brother Carr, says, I'm having problems with my husband. And I need to talk to you. Because right now, I feel like killing him. I said, well, come on, come talk to me. And after she came and talked to me, and I heard what all he did, I said, don't take that first option off the table. Maybe the guy doesn't need to be killed. Felt like killing him. And no, you have to make time for people. People are important. They're important to you, and they're important to God, and they're important to this church. Thank God for this parable. Like I said, it's different. It's different for a reason, but you have to look at for the reason that he made it, and he drew, and it was drawn out the way that it is, so that we can understand it. So it is a curious. It's a curious, because at first it just looks like you don't want to have anything to do with her. But in the end, she got what she came for, got healing for her daughter, and she got the testimony of Jesus from his very lips. O woman, great is thy faith. Shall we stand now and sing our hymn of decision?